is another reason to fill your heart with hatred. It must be this way. One day you will understand why. You must try to remember me and your true self as well. You will birth a god and build an eternal paradise.
What? Hello, everybody. Welcome back after maybe not actually that long. Like a month, maybe? Just a little bit over? Feels like it's been longer, but either way, welcome back. Ogerpon is so cute. Never played that DLC, but I love to think about it. I thought there was a lot about that DLC that was pretty okay. It could have been worse and it had Ogerpon, so no complaints. Anyway, welcome to Haunting Ground. Every time I want to say Haunted Ground, and that's not what it is. I don't think I have any. That's not the right button. I don't have any controls I want to change. White dress engaging with Haunting Ground's extensive costume system. Well, who am I to deny? I don't know a lot about this game. My first girlfriend back in middle school was really into it. The game seems a smidge loud. That's very possible. Is that any bit better? Keep me updated. Yeah, my first girlfriend was really into this game, and I absorbed either very little or, like, some amount and forgot most of it. Good heavens. Wow. PlayStation 2 soup. I was watching him play some of it again, like, last week. I had a really funny scenario, like, continuing to go to the same school did mean that we did end up becoming friends again. That really is how it feels when there's a storm and you're not ready for it. And then after we graduated, we didn't talk for like 2 years, and then... Ooh. Like a town over from the town we were in, we somehow ended up at the same Taco Bell job. And it's been another like few years and we haven't spoken anymore, but that's how it goes sometimes. They were taco roommates. I don't know that that's accurate, because we didn't sleep there. Or live there otherwise. It's a good thing they perfectly wrapped her in a sheet. They didn't make Taco Bell employees live there until last year. Actually, I've got to sit a bit far from my computer to not bash into things. Doggy! Oh, that's the stream title. We can wrap it up. Are you going for like a joke that I'm missing with taco roommates? Huey! We have to hear this girl say the dog's name a bunch of times. Next week I should just name the stream Haunting Ground Part 2 Huey smiley face. repeated itself for fun. That's so real. Okay, we're in it now. Whoa. This game has really dynamic turning around. Birdie. That's probably not important. Well, maybe I can't actually interact with it. Because I'm pressing every wrong button. Let me. I didn't look at. Oh, okay. Never mind. Circle is search. Can I search? Maybe it really isn't anything. Search call. This is peak graphics. Any further power was wasted. I mean, like... I'm definitely not above, like, I feel like there's some... Although I'm gonna be honest, I think it's mostly Grand Theft Auto, and I think it's more of a Grand Theft Auto problem, going off of even the later ones in the series on different hardware. There are some PlayStation 2 games that are kind of infamously, like, janky looking. But it is too bad that those have kind of given the whole console a reputation for being ugly. And also, like, it's too bad that, like, increasingly, what's the word? There's another urn over there. I'm gonna have to learn what those are eventually. It, like, increasingly, it's, what, like, reverse exponential, which might still be exponential, but in, like, a division way. Well, skyrocketing dev burdens too, but I mean, like, the way that advances in technology have actually made less and less, smaller and smaller leaps forward in the actual diminishing returns, yeah, in the actual, like, perceptible quality of graphics. Like, it is bolted shut from the other side. I'm not going to be able to open this. Like, the fact that some of these textures look maybe a little more angled than they might on, like, the PlayStation 3 or 4 doesn't make this... Whoops. An ugly game. And that's true for a lot of PlayStation 2 titles. I wonder what kind of a room is on the other side. I can see the light flicker from candles inside, but it's too dark to see anything else. Which was a very long way to say, like, yeah, this game does look pretty good. At least so far. It's definitely going for a certain type of thing. Oh, I can open this one. Hold on. Excited to see Haunting Ground here. Yeah, excited to get to it. I was opening stream with a little bit of backstory on how this is a game I've been, like, close to people for whom it was very important, but never got into it very much myself, so I'm happy for the chance. This door is being blocked by that wooden box. There's got to be something I can do. I see ground, I haunt it. chamomile. What does that do for me? Where am I? I was in a car with my parents, and it's no good. Everything seems so fuzzy. Guy. Type of herb completely restores lost stamina. Okay. Such a large door. What could be on the other side? Is there anything else in here? Doesn't really look like it. Okay. I think it's just back up to that one door that opened already. Turn on the TV. I can't just walk around all day holding these sheets around me. Call me old-fashioned, but I would prefer a normal set of clothes to these bed sheets. Okay. Is that just the... There's occasional buffering hitch happening for anyone who's just my internet. It might be... I think, like... Yeah, she just... Like, everything I can check in this room, she just says, not until I get my change. Oh, hold on. Oh! Yeah, I don't think the internet here is quite as good as the old place. Apparently I've, like, not... Oh, hello. Very few total, but we've had, like, some frame drops already. So it might be hitting, like, little, like, slow patches here and there. Hopefully it won't be
I've gathered some clothes for you.
a huge issue going forward.
Wait! Don't go. Excuse me, but where are we? And how did I get here?
Yes, Master. We will keep her here for a while. I will make sure she stays comfortable.
I don't know why I sight read this sentence as using maid as, like, the pronoun of that character. There is a change of clothes that maid has apparently laid out. You know enough girls online, you're inevitably going to encounter man as a pronoun. Oh yeah! I somehow completely forgot that y'all have, like, done that, and I was thinking, like, I don't know why that was the assumption I made. I don't think I know anyone who's used made as a pronoun. Flagrantly wrong. Does the little anime girl silly me gesture. I know you.
Wait a minute. I remember being in the car with...
That worked, but now what should I do? If I could just find a map of this place, then I could get my bearings. Oh boy! Additional actions. You are now able to perform the following new actions in the game. Square button to kick. Use this to smash certain background objects or to stun some enemies. Triangle button. Throw or set. Throw some objects after equipping them, or place them down on the ground. Press the triangle button to take one hit and then circle camp as Jigglypuff. Use this maneuver to crouch. L1 button to crouch. Use this maneuver to crouch down in the shadows and make it harder for enemies to find you. R1 button, backstep. Quickly jump backward to avoid the enemy's attack. Use this maneuver too much and your stamina will decrease. Push background objects. Some background objects can be moved by pushing the left analog stick or directional buttons in the direction of the object you want to move. Charge. After running for a few seconds, press the square button to tackle an enemy. If you are able to hit the enemy with this move, you can shove them out of your way, but you will lose a large amount of stamina in the process. Okay. The sun is starting to set, and with it will come night. I wonder whose portrait this is. A chest used to store clothes. The fire burns, emitting a red glow. The room is heated to a comfortable temperature. What a powerful piece of art. The eyes really feel like they are peering deep into one's soul. The clock etches out moments in time. Oh, okay. Castle Suite. Okay, well I could go that way, but let me look around the room a little bit more now that I can actually get reactions to things. There's a pair of scales lying here. It looks like their purpose is more one of decoration than that of actually weighing things. Sweeps my castle. Oh. How kind. How polite. I hope this TV works. Well, it doesn't not work. A birdcage. Right now there's nothing in it. I should cover as much of this castle as I can while there's still some light left. There's an antique doll lying here. The man pictured here has a noble air about him. I wonder how long ago this portrait was painted. Do I want to go back out? Walk around a little bit, smash some things now that I know how to smash some things. I assume all the doors and paths that were blocked before are still blocked for now. Huh? What's this? Magnesia. Created by polishing extracted magnesium ore. This item is used by setting it on the ground. If an enemy run overs the magnesia, it will explode and do damage to them. Okay. The store was not out of curds this time. Huge news. Empty cages litter the area. Maybe this was some kind of kennel for keeping animals. Larry David should have thought of making this show. Get all the cheese heads watching. Oh, weren't there like 3 of them over here? Medallion. Metal used during the alchemic refining process. Your basic run-of-the-mill alchemic component. It's the same dialogue as the other direction. It's definitely got a good, atmospheric noises. Probably considered a soundtrack at this point. Well, that opens, but I don't want to go through there yet. Look around a little bit more. A painting. Several people appear to be clasping their hands in prayer. It seems like this and the painting hanging next to it make up a set of twin paintings. The door is locked from the other side. Was ever seen any other game treat doors this way? Yeah, it's like... It's really interesting. Like, while I was setting up, I got the, like, attract mode autoplay on the main menu. Antimony powder. And there was a part where, like, being chased, like... being chased by, like, the big guy from the opening, and like opening a door and then tucking behind it to like, or going into the room and tucking behind the door to like, hi, welcome. Such an accepted, no question. That doors always work the same way. Interact as you open the door, walk through, close it. hardened clump of antimony powder. Throw it and it explodes on impact. Its attack power is weak, but it can stun enemies for a short period of time. Okay. Let me equip that for a while. Where were the controls? Triangle, if I need to do that. But yeah, like, trading doors is like an actual set piece instead of just a transition zone. Weirdly enough, I think like the next best thing, there are like 2 things that can happen. Oh, that's blood. That's blood. Is this blood? Okay, well, why am I all scared now? I don't seem to have any, like... Ugh. Let's not go that way yet. I saw blood! Watch from the other side again. I think there's a version. I don't remember if it's like the remake or maybe the, maybe it's the original. Oh, that's weird. I guess it was just like the soundbite had started playing and then didn't finish. Anyway. Yeah, I don't remember if it's the first Resident Evil proper, or if it's... Oh, my controller's not playing nice now. Or if it was, the remake, or maybe even, like, the DLC for 5 that took place in the same mansion? I think it was the same mansion. No, I actually think it wasn't. Anyway, I'm getting besides myself. I believe that in one of them, if you checked the door, the front door of the mansion too many times, it would, like... if you checked it, like, once, it wouldn't let you out because there were zombie dogs. And I think if you tried checking it again... Or maybe it would be, like, the first time. And then it wouldn't let you open it again. But if you opened it the first time, they would get let in. And you would have to fight them. And then I don't remember which game it was, but one of them had a scene similar, like... And this was more like kind of what this game was making me think of at first. When it does the, like, the little door opening cutscene from the first couple games. There's one instance where during that, like, zombies will walk through the door, and instead of actually transitioning to the next room, you'll have to fight the zombies. Which isn't quite the same thing as this, but... I think it was in the first one too, but definitely in Remake. And I mean, either way, like, the idea of doing something different with doors, aside from just having them be like... Type of herb slowly reduces panic. That was me! My wife got home. There's something scribbled on the board. Luminescence. Luminescence are tiny creatures that respond to the ethereal energies given off by Azoth. They can be used to help track down nearby Azoth. However, several precautions must be taken while handling them. Oh my god, zombie wife! 1. When luminescents come into direct contact with an Azoth-infused item or being, they send forth a small charge which shocks the carrier. The higher the concentration of Azoth in said carrier, the greater and more powerful the shock. 2. Luminescent's lifespan is dramatically decreased whenever they come into direct contact with the open air. This time differs from specimen to specimen, but is never much longer than a few minutes. Luminescence, Azoth. No clue what any of this means.
Zombie wife.
Old scholarly masterpieces fill up the shelves. It's almost as if someone has been doing some research here. Oh. The desk is locked. Can I check this desk too? Various formulae and computations have been scribbled on the desktop. This goes way beyond something you would learn at the college level. A massive book stands stalwart. It looks quite old. Perhaps it's an antique.
Squeak incoming.
The squeaker. It's interesting that, like, it doesn't seem like I can check it, but the way the camera angle here seems like intended to let me know there's like a portrait over here. Oh, okay. Hi. Doll jump scare. I have to get away. I don't have time for this. Uh-oh. Close the door. Does closing the door actually do anything for me? I don't know. There's some kind of file here. You've obtained old parchments. A deciphering of the Book of Origins. Seferu Yatira has uncovered the process for creating life from earth soil. This golem needs not nourishment nor sleep, making this earthen guardian the ultimate safekeeper of our deepest alchemic secrets and knowledge. I dub this creature Imith. A huge doll made of earth blocks the door. There is a slot-shaped hole in its chest. Such tremendous heat. But heat like this, I'm sure it's used for refining. I'm pressing the wrong button to try to search things. What kind of equipment is this? It looks old, but someone has taken painstakingly good care of it. Well... if I go over here... can I... is it you? Nope. It looks like there's a recess that something thin and flat will fit into. Not medallion. What a strange mark. There's something about it that makes me feel uncomfortable. Can I, like... nope. Well... I don't want to have to go back out there without any way to deal with the guy, if he's still out there, but... it at least seems like he won't go in that room. Hopefully. A woman with wings protruding from her back. An angel, perhaps. So hopefully whatever I... ooh. It is completely ruined. What could have happened here? Oh, I know.
It's not a computer, that's for sure. It has alphabetic keys, though.
Girl, you've never seen a typewriter? Well, I guess that isn't exactly a normal typewriter. Imith plate key. Is this a birdcage? It looks like the remaining husk of a bird in the cage. Oh. A thin metallic plate with letters carved into it. It is definitely effective for the gameplay choices they've made to also have the limited camera angles. Everybody's so mean to me. Whatever mechanism moved it seems to have run its course. I think it's here to stay. Why did the stairs stop halfway? Oh, there's a item on top of that pillar, on top of that door frame. Is there something I can do about that from here? Nope. That just puts me back on the ladder. Oops. Huh? What's this? More magnesia. Okay, gorgeous. Let me go ahead and equip that. This looks like an old well or something. The opening has been sealed up with a wooden board. I can't, like, remark on the crank. Looks like a crank, at least. Oh well. Let me go check the other door first. Locked. I will need to find a key if I am going to get through this door. Oh, fucking press the interact button instead of the run button. Like a goober. Well, it isn't my fault they swapped them around from what I'm used to. I mean, I can't necessarily swap this since it's a different game. Yeah, well, that's a very telling camera angle. In addition to evasion points, you can avoid enemies by pressing the L1 button near a shadow. Huh? Also, if an enemy is nearby while you are crouching, the camera will change to a first-person perspective so you can watch the enemy as they search around. Utilize this ability if the enemy is chasing and you happen upon a nearby shadow. Okay. Is that in-game? Is that piano in-game? The gate is closed. There's no way through. I'm going to have to find another way. This game's scary. Oh yeah, that's so totally in-game. Huh? What's this?
Ah, Fiona. I see you finally awakened. There's something that I've wanted to show you for quite some time. Pull away that sheet behind you. That, my dear, is what you will become in the future. Go ahead. You may touch it. You will be mine, Fiona.
Did they... What is this thing? It is really giving me the creeps. Why would anyone in their right mind put something like this here? This guy sounds like when he asked the game directors for, like, his voice direction, they gave him a copy of the movie Labyrinth. Or chamomile. Garden key. Your average run-of-the-mill key. This key gives you entry to the inside of the castle through the garden. Whoops. A wealth of information right before your fingertips. A lot of the books seem to be on the subject of music. Okay, well... Can I go there? Oh. This harp is so large and bulky. It's hard to imagine people actually play these things. Is this a thing I can observe? A bookshelf of fine design. It has a rather sturdy look to it. Nope. Perhaps losing frame. Yeah, I think I've, like, dropped a few every now and then, like, all stream. Pretty sure that, like, the Wi-Fi here isn't... We've moved since the last, like, month or so. And the Wi-Fi here is a little worse than where we were before. Hopefully it isn't gonna be a big problem, like... Having some, like, minor frame drops and stutters and hiccups, it'll be annoying, but I can live with it. But if it does end up being much worse than that, much more often, then we'll have to see. And I mean, if it's just hiccups, but it is enough to be like a deal breaker for viewers, then it might also be something to try to worry about. But for now, we'll see how it goes, how it treats us. Luminescence. Luminescents are tiny creatures that feverishly pursue Fiona once they have caught wind of her. When a luminescent makes contact with Fiona, it not only puts her in a state of panic, but it also ruptures, producing a sound which attracts the unwanted attention of nearby enemies. Luminescents do fade over time, but the most effective way to rid yourself of these troublesome creatures is to reach a neighboring area and close the door. Doing this cuts off the luminescent's sensing ability and stops them dead in their tracks. Okay. Why in the world is there a chair here? This is just a normal chair, right? Doesn't make much sense to me. Not that anything in this place does. No chair here, but there's a pressure plate. What? There's no knob. Now what do I do? Wait, there's a hook here. Maybe if I attached something to it, I could use that in place of a doorknob. Oh, there's a save point here. Beautiful. Just a nice room to sit in. Yeah, sometimes you just want a nice room to, like, sit and hang out. That does. The design and type are identical to the previous chair. They are probably from the same set. The chair itself looks to be of a standard design. It was like glowing on the top, but maybe that's light reflection. Scary kitchen. Yeah, every now and then I like see that my dropped frames count is higher than before, but the connection itself is not like, at least not at any point that I've noticed, been like in the red or even the yellow. I said that, and then I looked, and it immediately plummeted into the red for like a full 5 seconds. Hopefully we're playing nice again. Is there a standard design chair, the platonic ideal of chairs? If there is, I'm sure it looks like one of those box standard white lawn chairs. Yeah, I think those are like either that or some like wooden, but somewhat, like, simple. High-class cheese. I don't know if I read that line out loud, but it isn't important and it sat there long enough. Wicked jinxes. Chicken jerky. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Caffeine Habit. Chicken that has been slowly deep cooked over time restores a small amount of a dog's stamina. Looks like meat is being served. It appears they still haven't finished preparing it. The sink looks rusted in several spots. A thick reddish-black discoloration cakes the surface. There's nothing in the pot. I don't know why I gave that particular, read on that line. Hopefully I will have time. I probably will go ahead just to be safe. Tomorrow or Sunday I'll look into if there's any quick thing I can do to, stabilize the connection. I'll make another note of this, probably on a more official note on Tumblr, and then at the end of the stream to kind of have it somewhere concise, but due to... oh, good heavens. This place looks a little important. Let me come back later. Due to some, differences in scheduling, Tuesday streams are going to be moved to Mondays. Which is coming up because if I don't look into what to do by then, I have a little bit less time than I normally would. But admittedly, maybe by the end of this stream it will be we'll decide that it's been minor enough that it's not a pressing matter, but we'll see. I'll do what I need to do. This plywood panel door is blocking my path, but it could be broken through easily enough.